Hello everyone, welcome to this introduction to the new policy creation wizard introduced in the latest version of the Nessus user interface. I'm in the policy section of Nessus and I'm going to click the new policy button, and when you do this you're going to notice that there are several new policy wizards available to the user. Each of these policy wizards allow you to easily configure a scan for a specific purpose. For example, if you just want to identify hosts that are on your network, there is a template and an associated policy called Host Discovery that lets you do that. We also have ones available for basic network scanning, performing credential patch auditing, web application tests, malware, mobile device scanning, preparing for PCI audits, and then if you want to configure policies as you did before, you can click the advanced policy, which will take you to the more traditional policy creation screens that you're familiar with in previous versions. For this example, I'm going to show you a little bit about how a policy works. I'm going to select a basic network scan, and this is going to begin asking me questions about how I want to configure my basic network scan. So I'm going to call the scan my first scan, and you'll notice in the lower left hand corner now, as traditional wizards, we have the next button. So I'm going to click next, and it's going to ask me what kind of scan type. Am I scanning an internal network, or am I scanning the network from the outside? And based on this decision, Nessus will make changes to the policy so that your scan runs most optimally for where you're scanning. I'm going to be scanning an internal network, so I'm going to choose internal and click next. Nessus also asks me if I have credentials to my host. Now you can pull down this menu here and you can say I have Windows systems and I have credentials for those, or I have Linux or Unix or OS X systems for which I'm going to enter SSH credentials. So I'm just going to enter some Windows credentials. I'm going to put the administrator and I'm going to type in a password just as an example. There are more options here for starting the remote registry service and enabling administrative shares during a scan, which are options within the policy that will help your scan run much better. And I'm going to click Save. I created my new policy and it appears here in the All Policies view. Now, to launch a scan that uses this policy, I'm going to go over to the Scans tab. I'm going to click New Scan, and I'm going to call this the same name, My First Scan. I'm going to choose the policy I just created. I can place the results of this scan in a different folder if I so choose, and we'll have more information on that in a subsequent video. But I'm going to enter my targets.0/24. I'm going to scroll down and click Launch. And that's it. It simplifies the process of creating new scans, so we hope you enjoy this new feature.